What's up, techers? Elric here. If you're like most folks, you've got a lot of remote controls littering up your table. But with the Ray Super Remote, you can have one remote that controls them all. Alright folks, so let's first check out those specs and then let's check out the functionality. Inside powering the Ray, we see a dual-core ARM Cortex-A9 1GHz CPU with 1GB of DDR2 SD RAM and 8GB of flash memory storage. Another feature about the Ray that I think most folks will really like is it's pretty much the same as any smartphone. It's got a 5.5 inch height, 2.5 inches width, the depth is only a ½ inch, and the weight is only 5.7 ounces. The Ray features a 21:9 aspect ratio 4.8 custom screen with up to 16 million colors. It also features a resolution of 1120 by 480, and the touchscreen itself is made of very durable Gorilla Glass. It'll take a licking and keep on ticking. And if you're wondering what's in the box, well, you get the Ray Super Remote, the charging stand, the wall adapter, the power cord, and the manual. The Ray also features a fully rechargeable lithium-ion battery that they say that depending on how much TV you watch can last up to 1 to 2 days. The Ray can also be used up to 180 degrees and from 33 feet away, which is not bad. That's quite a bit of space. I think most people are actually much closer to their TV. The Ray also has 7 transmitting LEDs and over 1,200 brands and thousands of devices inside its universal IR database. Another nifty thing about the Ray is its ability to learn new IR code. So that means when new devices come out, this thing can actually learn them on the fly. And since they're updating their database all the time, eventually with enough customer response, they'll have every device that's out there all capable on the Ray. If you're familiar with using a smartphone, then you will be right at home using the Ray because it has the same functionality and features as most phones do as far as the interactivity goes. It's got a sliding screen, all on a touch screen. You slide or tap, and that's the way you navigate. But if you do want to use some buttons, there are a couple that are pretty nifty. On the side, you have just a couple for raising your volume control, which is really awesome because if you're in a movie or something, you don't want to actually have to go back into the device to lower your volume. So a very, very ergonomic feature is the volume control located right here on the side. There's also a mute button and a sleep and wake button as well, located all on the side for your convenience. You might think that setting this up is a lot of work. It's actually not a lot of work. At the beginning, it may be a little bit confusing just learning how all the menus work and how to get all the programming going, but as you're going through it, you guys can see it's very easy to use and navigate through. We were very easily able to set up the LG OLED TV, the NVIDIA Shield, and my Yamaha AV receiver. Now, there was a couple of caveats that I must mention. If you're a person out there who has any of the Sony PlayStation stuff, at this time, the Ray is not supporting it. They're promising though by the end of the month there'll be a little bit of support, and by the end of the year, full support. Now unfortunately for me, I have a PlayStation 3, but I also have an NVIDIA Shield, and with that product it worked really well. But as far as setting everything up, you guys can see it's very easy to use and navigate. It's basically just clicking a couple of buttons, accepting and saying, hey, yes, it worked, and then finalizing the command, and then you're up and going. And if you really want to get in depth, you can go inside and change a lot of different parameters inside the Ray. It's got things for all the buttons on different types of remotes, as well as some different controllers like the Xbox and the Shield controller, which we did today. But how do you access the remote control feature? Well, it's really easy. From the home screen down on the right-hand side, you just click a little button and it brings up the remote feature. The remote feature operates just like I said, like a smart device. It's done by swipe and touch. There's also a button on the top of the remote screen which allows you to see all of the remotes that you have programmed into the Ray. The power button option on the left-hand side of the screen gives you the option of individually turning off all your devices or turning them off all at once. So okay, you've got your Ray all programmed. You've got all your remotes all in there and everything's working flawlessly. But hey, Elric, does it actually work very well? Well, check it out. It really does. Like I said before, if you're used to using a smart device and you're used to that slide and touch, you'll have no problem at all using the Ray. And when you're inside of your different devices, you guys can see it's very easy to scroll up and down into whatever menu you want to. And if you want to watch whatever you want to watch, you just simply click it and you're off and going. Honestly, folks, it really couldn't get any simpler. The home screen also offers some pretty cool functions. Right off the bat, it says hello to you, it's being nice to you. It tells you the temperature, you get a search feature, a TV feature, on demand, your best of TV, sports, even direct access to your NVIDIA remote and the settings. It even has something for the kids. Another really great feature about the Ray is that regardless of what type of TV you own or what type of cable box you have, it will double as your TV guide and information highway to all those different programs. You can see what's going on in the future and what's going on right now. All right, folks, so there you guys have it. The Ray Super Remote by Ray. Now this thing's really easy to use. It's got great functionality, and gone are the old days where you had to take one remote, push into the other one and sit there and try to get them to make handshakes to program it. None of that fumbling is happening with the Ray Super Remote. This thing is very simple to use. Like you guys saw, you just do some simple click commands, you're up and going, navigating simple, it's lightweight. The side buttons for your volume, your mute, and for your screen are all very well placed. Now this thing cost $249, but you gotta think about it. Do you really want a bunch of remote controls just littering up your table? Plus, they've all got all those click buttons, the batteries run out all the time. All you gotta do is make sure you put this thing in your charger, keep it out there, and you're up and going. And it lasts for 1 to 2 days, depending on how much TV you watch. Now, probably obviously you sit in front of your TV 24/7, those numbers may be a little bit less. But for me, it's lasting about a day and a half. So at the end of the day, the bottom line is if you want one remote, like I said, to rule them all, this is the remote. The Ray Super Remote just might be the last remote control you'll ever have to buy. Like usual, all the information about this product will be down there below that like button. Hope you guys like this video and this product, and I'll see you guys back here for more Tech tomorrow, but I'm off to watch. I'll see you guys later.